I just finished a book haul video. So now it's time for Doll Bones. Oh man. This is the first book I've read in October. I might have Googled Halloween books, children's Halloween books, but somehow I came across this book as a book that I needed to read. And it's by a best-selling author. The Spiderwick Chronicles lady. So I thought this was going to be awesome. I thought this was going to be like a cool adventure book, and it's right here. J-fiction. Adventure. Adventure. No. I don't understand why this book is a children's book. Prepare yourself. There's really no way to describe it except for it's creepy as hell. But first of all, so the story starts off these three friends, Zach, Alice, and Poppy. They've been really good friends for since they were really, really little, and they have this game that they play where it's just like they play with action figures and dolls, and they play act out scenes with them. But they have these intricate storylines that go on, and they have voices that go with specific characters. Zachary's parents were separated for a while, and his father has just re-entered his life after years of being away. And his dad feels that he needs to stop playing with action figures and be a grown-up because he's going into sports, and he's entering the phase between childhood and adulthood. And so his dad throws out all of his toys. It's like a mass execution. And Zach freaks out and tells them that he can't play anymore. But he doesn't tell them why. He just says, I can't play with you guys anymore. And then one day, I think it's Alice who says, it might have been Poppy, but one of them hands him a note and they're like, we need to talk, and he ignores it. And so they come to his house in the middle of the night. So the queen has been this glass doll that Poppy's family has owned for who knows how long. She's just this doll that's in this curio case that they're not allowed to get into because she's really old. She's from the 1800s and she's really fragile. But they made this whole storyline where she's entrapped. She can affect others and her will is done, but she's trapped in this whatever, so she can't get out. Poppy is so the doll, which happens to be made out of bone china, is made of the bones of this girl, and her remaining ashes are in the doll. And the ashes are in the doll. She's like, so I've been having dreams, and the doll talks to me, and we need to take it to Ohio, where we bury it where she wants us to bury her, and they go. So I have a few problems, if you can't tell. First of all, I don't understand why Zach didn't tell his friends that his dad threw out all of his stuff. If I was mad at my dad for throwing out my stuff, I would immediately have told my friends. It's like he's trying to protect his father, because there's really no other reason that he wouldn't say, hey, my dad threw out my stuff. And the explanation in the book is that he didn't want them to know that he was hurt by it. It just doesn't make sense to me. So there's a lot of these references to other adventure books. For instance, I've read The Black Cauldron, which is part of a series that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head right now. But the main character is an assistant pig keeper, and they mention him a couple times in the book. So it's actually really cool. They don't have any Harry Potter references. They just compare their adventure to these other books, and it's kind of funny, but their adventure is so not the same because they have this creepy doll going with them. I don't like dolls. They really freak me out. Actual dolls. Barbies, no, they're action figures, whatever. I don't care. It's the porcelain, creepy Chucky dolls. So I didn't think it was gonna be this creepy, but the doll moves itself, which is never explained. Thank you for that, by the way. It just freaks me out. I don't understand how this is a children's book. like, I could change one or two things and, like, just add a little bit more adult language, and it would be a rated R movie. So, characters. Well, everything is pretty much seen through Zach's eyes. It is third person limited. So you kind of have to empathize with him, and he's, of course, my favorite character. Or the one that annoys me the least. Alice, I didn't have a problem with Alice. She's a young girl, there's really nothing I can fault her for. Poppy, on the other hand, is this manipulative little brat, and I really dislike her. She's the one that made the plan to leave in the first place. And, I feel like she should have been much more prepared. Like, there should have been a week's advance notice about this, not in the middle of the night, hey, we're leaving. So I wrote down a list of things that, off the top of my head, earlier, they needed to do before they left. More detailed plan, supplies, and exact knowledge of where they were going, how long it would take, how long to get there, ways to not get in trouble, the cemetery they had to go to, because the cemetery they had to bury her at, they had no idea where they were going. Maps, compass, phone chargers, more money. They have, like, between them, like, $30 for bus fare, cross the state line, and back, food for a couple days, no place to sleep. It was so poorly planned. Like, if I was ever gonna do something like this, no, I would have 30 more things done by the time I left. But apart from that, the book was amazing. And that's surprising. I don't say that about books, like, ever. But I really enjoyed the book, even though it scared the pants off me. I would recommend this to anyone who can deal with creepy doll things. If you can look at the picture on the front cover of the doll and know that that it moves on its own when no one's looking, like the Weeping Angels in Doctor Who, if you can look at that and still want to read it, by all means go ahead, you're gonna have an awesome time. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I liked it. The author, really awesome. So I don't know what I'm reading next, but I have my Halloween list of books on my Goodreads, which is in the link below. I have bunches of links down there. So you can go to my Goodreads and look at my bookshelf for October Halloween. And of those 4 remaining books on there, I'm reading one of them next. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Comments are welcome. I still need Thanksgiving and Christmas suggestions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week, if not sooner, with another video.